Mono Black Devotion versus Death Grip 0. Unfortunately, I don't have the Dark Ritual. Here I do. Put the Grey Merchant back for now. Gonna Demonic Tutor for Necropotence, probably. Go. So these are good. Now there could be some counter magic, but I'm gonna go for it. Alright, that looks like just a straight up counter spell. Alright, next turn I can, if I draw land, I can at least try Ashiok. Alright, so this is creativity. Do I need to try and kill that end of turn? I'll kill it like this. Sure, and now creativity probably coming down. No, it isn't. Alright. But I am stuck on lands. Ooh, that would have been a nice Bowmaster. Alright, let's see if this goes, if this flies. If I minus... Yeah, let's do it. Sure.
I relinquish victory.
No, I will still not block. A Meathook Massacre for 1. That's pretty. That's not really nice. Let's try and kill this. Two damage any target, draw 2, discard 2, create a treasure token, or destroy an artifact. Alright, but what shall I get? Well, the Karn can kind of take a hit.
I battle for the forces of good. True goodness can never be corrupted.
A Wurmcoil Engine, but at the time I won't be able to play that. The One Ring, maybe. Yep.
I will return.
Alright, I'll try to stall another turn. Try to kill this next turn with this. I'm not sure. My opponent could have a counter at any stage. Meathook Massacre for 1, 2, 3, 4. That's not enough. This for just draining 2 is not enough. It has to be this. So it has to be this. Do I want to just pay full up? Why not? Alright. Wow. Next turn I will Meathook Massacre. Let's draw first. And I will end the turn and keep the Bowmasters up. the Citadel. Now, if the opponent creativities, I can try to kill them in response. Or I can now try to kill at end of turn. Gain life by doing so. Take 3. So things are starting to get painful. Let's attack first. Sure. It's one less for the merchant though, unfortunately. Should I do the merchant though, or the Ashiok first? I prefer the merchant, to be honest. Alright, that's 2. So I will only, it will only trigger for 2. Okay. I will draw still. Do I have a land I can play, or did I already play one? I can play a land. I'm gonna kill that. Yep. Oh, do I want to push one of those? I mean, yeah, I'm gonna have so many cards I need to discard at some point as well anyway. But this is getting painful, and I'm drawing so much that it's just blocking up my hand all the time. I haven't and I don't have enough permanents on the battlefield. So let's play an Ashiok.
Nightmares.
I'm just gonna kneel.
For my greatest. I leave you with one last nightmare.
Do this. Play a merchant. Hope it resolves, because if it doesn't, I'm pretty much dead. Alright, no attack, and that's it. Draw 3. Creativity, alright. What is this? Traxa, alright, but I will play the merchant, but the opponent has counter magic, so now things are gonna get difficult. But I can Karn first. I can Karn. Alright. I need to... the Karn. Alright. I just need to get this Grey Merchant down and I win.
Trust me, I have a plan.
So let's draw first. I mean, it's now. It has to happen in this turn here right now. So let's do this first. Let's get some extra mana around. I can play the Karn. Let's do this. I have 7 plus 6, 7, 8. I have 15 mana. What the Karn can get me... the Stone Brain. But that's gonna be... oh, it's gonna cost me an additional 4. I need to gain life this turn. And it has to be via the Grey Merchant. Or a Wurmcoil Engine, but I don't have that much mana to do all of that stuff. Unless I had drawn a second Nykthos. So, what is the play? Where's that thing? Ooh, right. So then I can Karn again, just to see if the opponent tries to counter that.
Until you have lived as a statue, do not talk to me of pigeons. I will not lose another friend.
I don't have enough mana left to do all that, so I just have to slam this. Woo! That was kinda close. So I'm gonna put some fatal pushes in here because I do wanna be able to do that in response to that. A Grafdigger's Cave, but that's more something for Karn to get. I have 4 chances of getting it. What do I not need? I can go down on 2 Bowmasters, that's fine. Yeah, let's try like this. Alright, the opponent didn't have the appetite for game 3. Alright, let's see how the mono deck does in the next few games. Mono black Devotion versus Runcar Snowpen. I will play first, and I will keep... I do have 3 black mana. Start off with the Citadel. Black, red, Ragavan. Okay, and now straight into Necropotence. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'll draw 4 because I can discard the second Necropotence. I will not attack and pass the turn. Alright, the opponent's Bowmasters taking care of my Bowmasters. My Nykthos not producing any extra mana yet. I would need a little bit more devotion for that. I can't play the Wicked Manipulator yet either. The opponent's Shaman cannot drain me for too much. So, I will not draw a card here, so what can I do? Draw 3. Draw 4 actually, because I want to compensate for not drawing in my next turn. Alright, then that's good. I will discard this, this, and this. Now my graveyard is not getting fed with any instants or sorceries. Shall I use this opportunity to kill something? Then gains a little bit of life. Yes. All right. Now I will. I will not block because I'm actually happy to have one of my creature die too. That will drain the opponent for one. So I will do this for 2. And then I will draw 3. Alright, that was enough. The opponent has seen enough. I will board into Fatal Pushes, I will board out one of these. And one of these. Actually, one more of these. Good. The opponent goes first. Nope, this is not keepable. The only instance I would keep this, and even that would be risky because the opponent can Thoughtseize potentially, would be if I had the Necropotence in hand. But this hand I cannot keep. This one is not great either, but I will keep this one. And I will put back the merchant. One, two, three, four. So I could use a couple lands. That's what I want for here. Or to be precise, that's what I am hoping for here. Let's see what the opponent does. If it's a shaman, I might just do that. I will do nothing until the opponent's turn, because in case the opponent plays a Ragavan, I prefer to kill that, to be honest. So, Ashiok or Bowmasters? Probably the Bowmasters. Yeah, definitely the Bowmasters, because that would be such a nice and clean answer to the Dragon Rage Channeler. But Ashiok is also a problem for my opponent, and that's what he does. Ah, alright, he has the bauble, so this now foils my Orcish Bowmaster plans. Alright, so already facing down a quick clock. Did draw a second land. Gonna take 3 a turn here. Nothing to say about that. Should I even play the Bowmasters? Yeah. Okay, draw a response. Take the 2. Another Bowmaster. Okay. I could do this for 1 only, but that's not too great. So let's try and stall a couple turns longer.
I like a good fight. Notice I didn't say fair.
So yeah, let's do this for 1. Stabilize a little bit. Yeah, didn't really have to stand a chance there, I would say. It was a good mix from the opponent between Inquisition and all of the other stuff. Let's bring in a little bit more creature removal then. Shall play first. I will keep. No. Take the Necro. Oops. But my Leyline will also hold. Stall my opponent. So I do have the answer to a couple of things. 1/1 creatures or any other creature. I will be able to destroy it. Alright, next turn I have an Ashiok as well. That's double kill though. The Usurper, alright.
I can get rid of anything, living or dead. I hope you said your goodbyes already.
So, I will take care of the opponent's Bowmaster. I will play the Tithing Blade. The opponent has to sacrifice something for the creature. And then I will attack this. Put some pressure on that.
That one actually got
There we
through.
go. Yep. Okay. Now I can play the next turn. I can play the Grey Merchant. I don't know why the opponent is going so hard on. I mean, this is the okay. This is the win con, I guess. So the opponent is trying to exile 20
Pack your
cards
bags and hit the road.
and then kill in one go, I guess.
Try that again. I dare you.
I'm not gonna play the Necropotence right now because this is something. So nobody has any graveyards,
I'm hungry.
and I have 2 cards in exile. Yeah.
Bye.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do this. I'm not gonna play the Necro yet. Next turn,
Pack your bags and hit the road.
So brave, little one.
How did you do that?
Why not? Just play this for one. I want to keep the opponent off of everything. Now this, okay, this needs to do with that, but then what does it become? It just becomes this thing. Okay, next turn exile barriers, and
I
then
hope you said your
become
goodbyes.
A3.
I'm not dead yet. Try harder.
Let's kill you though. Now you're gone.
I'm gonna make myself scarce.
Yep. Alright, that was a weird game. No graveyards, nothing in exile, nothing in graveyards, everything just on the board. But that seemed to be an interesting deck the opponent played as well. That's kind of a combination I haven't seen before either. Alright, let's see how the next game goes. Mono Black Control. Mono Black Devotion. Mono Black Devotion versus Lutz. My opponent may choose who will play first. I really need a third mana, but I'm okay with this. The Leyline might provide to be useful. The opponent goes first. I have 3 draws before I need to. Alright, Leyline. Is that already... Is that show and tell? Alright, one more shot. Yep. This might be the most difficult matchup for the mono black deck, I would say. I need to deal 7. Wait, I need to deal 2, 4. Okay, I have exactly that. Alright. Sacrificing everything. Yeah, alright, there's another one, there's that, there's this. Alright, I don't have discard. So this matchup is gonna be very difficult. I don't really have anything up for it. I think this deck may just accept that matchup as a accept it as a loss. I mean, even this fatal push, what am I gonna bring in for it? The Stone Brain. But even that is just... Nope, I can't keep that. This one I couldn't keep. I'll put back one Ashiok. Should I just Demonic Tutor for Stone Brain and just hope that that is a path to victory? It's too slow if the opponent has this as on turn 3. Is it? Wait, my turn 2? I will no, because I have to search for it first. That takes a turn. On my turn 3, I will play it, but I cannot activate it, and then the opponent has his turn 3. So there's nada I can do about it. Still, I will search for it. Or I will search for a land to hit Necropotence. It's a slim chance, but I will try it this way. Alright, so it's now or never, opponent. Either you combo off or you do not. You do not. Phyrexian. Alright. Yep, of course. Should I just go for Ashiok instead? That would increase the pressure a little bit.
Mine is an empty canvas for my heart. My prayers will take care of you.
Alright, Tutor. Still, I am not dead yet. I will be dealing 2 for 6 damage plus this. Oh, can I do something here? Let's do this first.
So much trauma for which to choose.
Wait a minute. That would be 5. I'm missing 1 mana. I'm missing just 1 mana and the opponent would actually be dead. Let's play the Necropotence. I'm pretty sure the opponent has what he needs by now. Sure. Oh, wait a minute. There we go. That's enough. The opponent digs through time in response. Okay. So basically the opponent has to combo up right now and needs to find the Born with the Wind plus whatever the combo does. Okay, that's the one. And a Trucks. I can only 2, 4, 6. I can't deal enough damage to it to get it off the table, but that doesn't really matter by now. I can deal 2, 4, 6. I would need 2 open mana. But yeah, now the opponent can cast any sorcery at instant speed, so I think this is still over. Yeah, there's that mastermind. Yeah, Omniscience is just crazy. Yeah, and then another Atraxa, and then another Second Sun. Ah, wait, but what does Born of the Wind do? Born upon a Wind. Spells. Spells! So even creature spells. Alright, so this deck is not very well equipped to deal with one of the most popular decks in the format at the moment. That's not a good sign, but I mean, we did have a fighting chance. We were one mana away, because if I had done all this in my turn, things would have been different.
Mono Black Devotion versus Radar the Blade. Radar the Blade. Alright, I got 2 rituals, a few lands, and 2 Bowmasters. I'll keep this. Alright, you want it kicking off with a Ragavan. I could ritual into Bowmasters. Now that would be a little bit of card advantage, but I think it's actually okay. To at least offset this Ragavan hit plus ramp in form of the treasure. So I will do this. It's not 100% efficient, but it's definitely a good answer here. Alright, hopefully hopefully it doesn't gain delirium. Well, now that's okay. I was gonna Bowmaster again here. Unfortunately, that's not an option anymore. And well, now it's has delirium anyway, so that is fine. Do need to draw something decent here though, in order to keep up with this channeler. Alright, the opponent will allow my Bowmaster to trigger. Fortunately, that's a land, so my opponent knows exactly what's up, which is not much. But the deck has some pretty top-end cards to draw here now. Just go from this point out. Alright. That's another even more pressure. Will the opponent discard here and take the risk of exiling a 2-mana card? Well, yes, discarding a mountain and gaining a shaman. Sure. A merchant, which I can play to do what? Is it worth ramping it out? Why not? To gain the devotion, have a blocker, except I mean for what's in the air. The opponent's at 7. How did that happen? Should I attack for 2 here? And just swing back? Why not? And then another Grey Merchant would actually be game, because this Nykthos, well, it still doesn't give me meta advantage yet. But, yeah, I think that was a path that I could, that one can take. Yep. Another channeler, alright. I just need one more Grey Merchant and a little bit of time. Alright, that changes things. And this is not really looking good. Even a Meathook Massacre is already too little too late here. An Ashiok is actually not too bad, I would say. I don't think the opponent is too happy about that. I'm immediately gonna do this.
Nightmares themselves fear.
Yeah, no need to do that in response. My graveyard will remain. No attacks. Everybody stay back blocking. That's a 3/3. I can double block. That was actually an okay draw. At first sight, I thought it's a terrible draw, but actually shrinking 2 of the channelers, making them not able to fly, etc. is not too terrible actually here. only with this. It's to make the choice of discarding or not first here right now. Draw a Death Shadow. Who's he attacking? Me. Then I will not block. A Sunken Citadel. Is that really gonna make any difference here? Well, playing it anyway, because I don't have any other play. Do I need to do this minus thing once more? Probably not. I need to draw Meathook Massacre basically, but even then, now the Death Shadow is a problem too, so yeah, this is not looking too great still. I did hold in, hang on longer than I would have thought. And a Grey Merchant, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wouldn't be lethal. Alright, let's let the trigger thing happen first. See who gets pushed here. Everybody's attacking me. Alright, fatal push something. Does this have trample? Yes, it does. Alright, that's game. Yeah, that's game. Alright, I can't block anything. I'll just block that and go down. Alright, on to game numero 2. I need push, I need ends, I need blades. I need a Tormod's Crypt, but I will leave that in the hands of the Karn. What do I not need? I don't need the Leyline. Wait. Actually, I could use that. The Bowmasters, I mean, they are somewhat helpful in the beginning of the game. Alright, maybe one Ashiok. I'll leave the blade there as an option. The lonely end is fine. What else can I reduce? I really only see the Bowmasters as an option here. Alright, let's do it like that. I shall play first. I shall keep. It's not ideal because I don't start until turn 3, but on the play I may have a chance. And I have the Ashiok, which is pretty impactful. Another Karn. Should I just march for 1 on this? I can decide in the opponent's turn. In response to to the delirium, to the surveil trigger. Let's do it now. Actually, no. What if the opponent dashes a Ragavan or something like that? Alright, now I shall probably do it. Is this gonna blow me out completely? Yes, it is. That was so bad. I should have... I should have just exiled a black card and then made it... I should have exiled that merchant. Yeah, I didn't really check the graveyard before doing what I did. Well, well, I still have... Okay, I kept the Ashiok. Why did he... Why did the opponent remove the Karn? Why would you do that?
I wonder what I leave last nightmare.
Alright, and now I have a Karn. Next turn. And I could get a ring. Ah, okay, another one. Alright, alright. Sure. Sure. Okay, I somewhat expected that. Wow. Should I do this once more? Yeah. Just to be sure that this doesn't turn to next turn. But this game is pretty much over already as well. Yeah, both games no real... I don't know. I guess this deck is pretty dependent on dark ritualing out something very impactful on turn 1 or 2.
I aspired for more.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna have to chump block here and chump block again. There's no point. But let's play this out, just for the opponent's sake. Alright, it's over right now anyway. Alright, Mono Devotion Black. Yeah, those were not the best examples of games to show, to demonstrate for the deck. But anyway, I'm here to try out decks. I'm here to make the mistakes so you don't have to. Thanks for watching. Peace out.